Hi guys, and welcome back to this week's Best of 3 Battler. We are going up against one of my really good friends within the VGC community and top VGC player from the UK, Terrence Drey. I didn't mention yesterday, but as always with all of our amazing guests that we have on our Best of 3 Battler, I will link Terrence's social handle down below, so you can follow Terrence on Twitter, follow what he's up to, how his season's going, and how he kind of progresses into the VGC 2018 season. So he's an absolutely amazing guy as well. He's like one of the coolest guys I've met from playing Pokemon, and it's just a pleasure to have him back on the channel again. Like I mentioned yesterday, we had him on very early on when we first started the channel playing his team, and it was a lot of fun, so it's great to have him back. We played Game 1 yesterday against this team, managed to squeak a win. Getting rid of that Alola Marowak early on made it made it possible for us to get a win out with Tapu Koko. Found some nice damage calcs out on a few of his Pokemon as well, especially that Muck. I think more than anything, we know we can take the Politoed down in one hit if we've got the electric terrain up in our control. So I think we need to go into this game. You know, Whimsicott yesterday performed very well for us with disrupting the rain element of his team with that sunny day. So whether Terrence wants to kind of act on that and try and eradicate that as soon as possible would be probably a good option for him. So I am going to bring Wimmy again because it's so useful with that sunny day and the tailwind as well. Now, do I want to go Koko here because we might see a Marowak lead for my opponent? I think I kind of want to lead Crocodile here over everything else. I am going to bring my Tapu Koko again. And do I bring my Marowak? I think I do, because it's a good switch into potential Flare Blitzes from the other Marowak. We could have brought Finny as well. Finny might have been a good option. And if it does go to a Game 3, I think we'll have to maybe adjust to see what Terrence kind of plays this game. So good luck to my friend, and hopefully for you guys it's great viewing again. So see Terrence lead off with that Politoed and Gyarados again. And we'll lead off with Wimmy and Crocodile. This time we're going to get that Intimidate straight onto the Gyarados, which is quite nice. We do see that it outspeeds our Crocodile. But again, we're kind of forced into going for that Sunny Day play, turn 1, to kind of reduce the damage from that Gyarados. I mean, one thing we could do, because I kind of expect the Politoed to switch out here, is I could taunt into the Gyarados, because I think for Terrence it's like a free turn for him to potentially get a Gyarados off, a Dragon Dance off with the Gyarados, because he kind of expects us to go for that Sunny Day here, and I think his heart of hearts, he probably wants to get a Dragon Dance off so he can outspeed everything, maybe switch a Politoed out to get it back in again. And I'm just gonna protect the Crocodile here and just go for that taunt onto the Gyarados. So no switches actually, which is pretty interesting. I hope we don't see a double into the Wimmy. We do get a taunt off into the Gyarados. It does go for a Dragon Dance, and we see an Encore come out into that Whimsicott, which is a super nice play from Terrence. It is stopping our use of Sunny Day, which isn't great at all. So we're going to have to really kind of... oh dear. We're going to have to really pull a double switch here and probably lose something, which isn't great at all. That's a really nice play from him. Totally discounted the Encore play there from the Politoed. What do we want to lose? Think out of everything. Like, you've got to expect the Z move into, or maybe we don't even see a Z move, but into the Crocodile slot. So I'm gonna bring in Marowak there, bring in Tapu Koko on the Wimmy. But he might target into that Whimsicott slot. If he does with the Gyarados and we lose Tapu Koko, then I think this game's pretty much over already. There's that one play there that we kind of overlooked. But we see the Gyarados actually switch out. Trevenant come in. Okay. Oh. The rough thing here is if we see a Scald into this Marowak slot. And it is. This will take us down. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do we bring in Whimsicott here? Or do we bring in Crocodile? I think we bring in Wimmy. Because we kind of force the Politoed to switch out here. And we can taunt into the Trevenant. Yeah, let's do that. But we might see a Marowak switch in. We haven't seen it yet, but you've got to imagine it's here. And it is Marowak, so we could have went for a Dazzling Gleam, but we've got to go for a taunt onto that Trevenant to stop the Trick Room regardless. But we're in a really bad spot at the minute. And there's a T-Bolt. Wasted, but I feel like we had to cover the Encore potential there. We see a Wood Hammer come out. Doing massive damage. Now we can bring in Crocodile, but the thing is bringing in Crocodile on that slot. I mean, one thing we could do is just protect Coco. Bring in Crocodile on our Wimmy. And then we'll get the Intimidate off onto both Pokemon. Let's see where he goes with this. Woodhammer. Calling it right down. Yeah, making a really good read there. And a Flare Blitz into the same slot. Doubling into the, yeah, reading the Tapu Koko switch all day long. But because of the rain, we do just about take that. I've got to really make a bit of a bold play here. I've got to expect maybe the Marowak to switch out. Expecting a Tectonic Rage into that slot. So I could T-Bolt into the Marowak here and crunch into the Trevenant. Could go seriously wrong though, because if the Marowak just doesn't switch out at all and the Trevenant stays in, it might just double in, just, you know. Will a crunch be enough from this range? Maybe not. Maybe though. Let's see. Come on. No! It's the other way around. Okay, so we see Gyarados switching. It's a pretty safe switch in for Gyarados, and it's going to get the Intimidate off. Meaning we're probably going to lose Tapu Koko here, and the game is kind of gone. But we see the Marowak protect, so we've not lost all hope just yet. But it's not looking great for us at all. We do get the crunch off onto the Gyarados. And the rain does stop. Now that Gyarados is free to just Dragon Dance here, and I don't think a Dazzling Gleam and a Crunch is going to be enough to take it down. And the Gyarados is pretty free just to Waterfall into the Crocodile slot here. Let's Dazzle, and let's switch out Crocodile for Wimmy. So we see the Gyarados switch straight out. Trevenant can come back in. It's just fishing to proc that berry, really, isn't it? And Terrence playing it really well, kind of keeping that Politoed in the back. because, oh, he's switching it in now though, so we are going to get a free Dazzling Gleam off. We will proc the Citrus Berry on that Trevenant though. And the thing is with Trevenant, with that Harvest ability, it will be able to kind of reap the rewards of the sun, because it does up the activation of that ability. So there we go. Oh, actually, it hasn't got a Citrus Berry. Okay. That changes things a little bit. I wonder if a Moonblast is enough to take that down. Let's just protect here and go for a Sunny Day. With our Wimmy. Must have the Super Berry, like a Pinch Berry, that Trevenant. It's just outside of range of that. So it must be in crunch range from there. But that Politoed is going to be... Yeah, so we're not seeing a switch it out. We're not seeing the Marok come in. So we could have capitalised their double in into the Politoed. But we'll get a Sunny Day off. Are we just going to see another Encore come out from this blinking Politoed? We're doing it again. Scald this time into the Coco. Okay. I really want to double into the Politoed. Is a Dazzling Gleam going to be it? I don't think a Dazzling Gleam is enough to take that Trevenant down though. That's the thing. And I definitely don't think a Moonblast is. I'm going to go for the T-Bolt. And I'm going to go for a Moonblast into the Trevenant. I'm going to kind of hope that the... so the Marowak is going to come in on that side. Thunderbolt being pulled away. It's a Moonblast. I'm not going to be doing very much damage at all, but any damage is good damage at the moment. Scald. Do we take... Oh, it's into the Wimmy. Okay. So that's... Alright, no burn as well. The problem is, though, we're kind of locked down with, like, either Pokemon here. I think what we can do is maybe go for some chip damage onto the Politoed. Because it's likely if we lose Wimmy here, we're not going to be able to get our terrain back up. So we'll just get some damage. Hopefully put it in like Thunderbolt range. So we can bring in Crocodile. And a Scald into the Whimsicott. And is it double into that slot? Shadowbone. No, into Coco. Okay. So you've got to imagine a Dazzling Gleam may... Oh, no, I don't know. The Politoed's probably got a 50% berry as well, that's the thing. And do we want to proc that? I think we go Dazzle and let's go Tailwind. And we might lose both Pokemon here, but we're pretty pinned at this point. I don't think there's like too much we can really do. We could brought Crocodile in to sacrifice it, but it's just going to be a waste really. We do get the Dazzling Gleam off. Okay, so if that Politoed has got a Pinch Berry, it's just out of range. It goes for a Scald again into the Whimsicott and picks up the burn, which is fine. And Marok Shadowbone into Coco. Okay, that will pick up the KO. Does give us a free switch into Crocodile here. But it's where do we start launching attacks from? Where do I go with this crunch? I feel like we've got a crunch at this point. I mean, I could earthquake. It's always an option. And just Moonblast into the Marowak slot. Yeah. Politoed withdrawing. Trevenant coming in. We're going to see a double switch here, maybe. No, but we probably will proc this 50% berry though with the earthquake on this Trevenant because it's just out of range, so I would have been better off going for a crunch into that slot, really. Yeah, we're definitely going to proc a berry if it has got that. There it is. And the sunlight does fade. I will kind of pinned here because I feel like the Marowak, he can just double attack because we can't take both targets down really. We have to kind of double into the Trevenant and the Marowak can just attack into anything, but it does withdraw. Okay, so we see the Gyarados come in, get the Intimidate off, should make it a bit easier to maybe take the crunch. But maybe a combination of Moonblast, and the Harvest ability didn't activate, so but Trevenant revealing Protect, so wasting, and this is slowly slipping away from us. And there's the Harvest. Okay. It's a pig. We haven't got Rock Slide on Crocodile. This is kind of the point where we want it. We know the Trevenant can't protect here, but I think it's likely that it just switches out into the Politoed maybe. So let's double into the Gyarados here. We could be totally wrong. Trevenant goes out, Politoed coming in, yeah, to get the rain back up, and then we're probably going to try and maybe see a Z move. So I think a Crunch Moonblast could be quite just playing it super safe. Yeah, and like we're at the point now where Tailwind will end. Yeah, but I feel like we might be able to kind of get away with a double in because the Gyarados might just target into the Wimmy here, take a double target, but I think this is the last. This is going to be the penultimate turn. Here's that Z move. It's going to be into the Crook just to kind of cover the Protect there. And Wimmy will go down to a Scald, so gonna lose this one. But you see how good Marowak is at just kind of shutting down Coco in a lot of areas where it's so difficult to kind of maneuver it around when you can't. Like how easy it was game one for us when the Marowak, we did manage to like take it down, it went down, and you know, Tapu Koko at that point was easily able to come in and kind of deal with the water type attackers that Terrence is kind of piloting. So really good adjustment there from Terrence, and just showing how kind of how good and important it is to kind of make adjustments going into a game too there. So I feel like it was a good game. Maybe not so much from our side, but a good game in general, and it does mean we are going to a best of 3. So I'll wrap things up there, guys. As always, if you've enjoyed today's episode, do leave a like on the video, and we will be back for game 3 tomorrow, so do stay tuned for that. And whatever you're doing, take care of yourselves, and I will see you very, very soon for the final and penultimate part of this best of 3 battle of this week against Terrence Drey. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye!